Hi everyone, good morning, and welcome to Microbiology 205. First of all, I broke a tooth there, so I'm working on getting a little flipper for that. So kind of, if you can, ignore that for the moment. So hopefully you saw my big banner announcement, and in there it says welcome to Microbiology 205. And then it says read all announcements. First thing you want to do when you log in every day is check announcements, because I make them frequently, and certainly on Monday morning I do a video announcement like this. But I will make announcements throughout the week. So you always want to make sure you check announcements, because I might share something there that might be important to you. All right, so welcome to the first week of Microbiology 205, or as I like to call it, the world of the unseen. And that'll make more sense to you as we get into the course. I made this point in my introductory announcement, and I'll tell you again here. This is a 7-week course. If you've never done an abbreviated course like this, only 7 weeks, so you're getting a full semester's worth of information in just 7 weeks. It covers a bundle of material. It rolls along very quickly, and so it is indeed in your best interest to keep up with everything. Week runs from Monday 12 a.m. to Sunday 11:59 p.m. All times are Grand Canyon University time or Arizona time, and you'll hear me say that over and over again. Just to remind you, I'm on the East Coast, so I'm 3 hours ahead of you if you live in Arizona or on the West Coast. But you may live in some other part of the country and your time is different, or even some other part of the world. Just remember, all of your submission due times are Grand Canyon University or Arizona time, or is it Mountain Time there? Anyway, it's GCU time. Okay, so stay on top of everything. Don't wait until Sunday evening to start doing these assignments, because stuff piles up very quickly. All right, in this first week, you will touch on 3 topics. Now, first, my first one here, if you've read this, says microbes in a human world. That's from your textbook. Or my thought is it humans in a microbial world? Because after all, there are 5 nonillion bacteria on the planet. 5 nonillion. That's 5 times 10 with 30 zeros after it. Now that probably means nothing to you. I mean, we can't even wrap our minds around that, right? So try this. There are more microorganisms on Earth than there are stars in the sky. There are more than 1 billion microbes in a teaspoon of dirt that you might dig out of your own backyard. There are more than 1 million bacteria that can fit on the tip of a pen, the pointed end of like a sewing needle or a stick pen. Not a writing pen, right? More than 1 million that can fit there. There are more than 1 trillion microorganisms living on or in your body right now. We say that microorganisms are ubiquitous. And ubiquitous, that's just a fancy word that means everywhere all the time. That's where you find microbes. You'll find them in every niche, in every habitat, on every continent on the planet, from the Arctic to the Antarctic to the hottest deserts of the Middle East. Everywhere you find bacteria of some sort. The deepest, darkest, coldest part of the ocean, you will find bacteria there as well. The second item here, the second topic, is molecules of life. Of course, this course is microbiology, but we still need to know a little bit about protons and neutrons and electrons and atoms and elements and chemical bonds and pH and all that kind of biochemistry stuff to kind of get us started, and because those sorts of topics will come up as we go through the material in the next few weeks. We call that stuff biochemistry. But ours is a very superficial review of, again, some information that you will probably recall from 10th grade biology. And finally, there's cell structure and function. Now, there are marked differences between bacterial cells. We call them prokaryotes. Karyo pertains to the nucleus. Pro means before. In other words, before the nucleus formed. We have things like bacteria and archaea. These are living organisms, so they're single-celled or unicellular organisms, but they do not have a nucleus. They have genetic material, but they do not have a nuclear membrane surrounding that material. Organisms like you and I, plants, all animals have cells. We call them eukaryotic cells, or we are referred to as eukaryotes because our cells have a nucleus. Again, karyo pertains to the nucleus. EU means true. So cells with a true nucleus are referred to as eukaryotic cells, and that includes us. And you learn to distinguish between the two cell types. And my note here says, come to appreciate how bacteria can infect our cells and cause horrible diseases like meningitis, tuberculosis, and anthrax. These items I call my housekeeping items, so you want to familiarize yourself with the syllabus and the assignment schedule. You want to make your first discussion board post. It's just an introduction. It's due no later than Wednesday. That's the 12th, 11:59 p.m. GCU time. Just a chance for you to introduce yourself to myself and to your colleagues or your classmates. My introduction is already up there, so you can check me out. My suggestion is that you pre-write your post in Microsoft Word or some other word processing program. Do a spell check and a grammar check, and later on a word count, because that will become important as we get into our discussions proper. And then copy and post that into the discussion forum. But tonight, you are due, this is for no credit, but you want to do this as your indication to me that you are alive and well in the course. Just tell me about how much you know about microbiology or how much you know about the topics that we're going to cover. That's due tonight. Introduction is due no later than Wednesday night, and your first true discussion post is due no later than Friday evening, 11:59 p.m. GCU time. All initial discussion posts, the deadline is Friday evening, and then you have between now and Sunday evening to do your peer responses. Your peer responses, you must do. This is a GCU rule, not a Jeffries rule. You must do at least 2 responses to your peers in the discussion over the course of 3 different days for a total of 6 by the end of the week. And when you do that, you earn what we call participation points. That's a maximum of 20 participation points that are assigned at the end of the week if you participate in discussion throughout the week. So just be aware of that. Make sure you can connect to Connect. Connect is the McGraw-Hill, that's our publisher, McGraw-Hill platform that we use for you to do all of your simulations and all of your homeworks and quizzes and exams. Connect, if you go to, on your Halo course page, Microbiology 205, Halo course page, if you go over to the left side, for you, looking at me, it'll be over there. On the left side, there's a vertical menu, and if you scroll down the vertical menu to class resources, click on that. The first item there is Nestor's Microbiology. That's your textbook. And just below that very brief description is a blue link. Click on that. That takes you to Connect, the McGraw-Hill platform. Enter your credentials, and that opens up the Connect platform where you can then view all of your assignments that are due for this week and next week. All 7 weeks are there. So that's how you get to connect. Now, so this week there's a cell structure assignment it's called homework in Connect, and a cell structure quiz. And both of these kinds of assignments are due no later than Sunday evening, 11:59 p.m. GCU time. Textbook is Nestor's Microbiology, A Human Perspective. It's available on the right side. Now, if you go to that blue link that I told you about to connect, then when you get to the Connect page on the right-hand side, you'll see the cover of Nestor's Microbiology. You click on that, that opens up your digital textbook, and you're good to go there. Also, under class resources, I have already posted a number of resources there, and I will throughout the term post resources there that will help you, should help you along the way, like a midterm exam review and those kinds of things. I already have 3 or 4 there, so you want to definitely check those out. Most of them are, I call them Jeffrey's short and sweet tutorials on things like binomial nomenclature and using Myra and searching the GCU digital library and things like that. Okay, so check them out. And what else? Pay particular attention to due dates on all of your assignments. Proper credit can only be given for complete and timely submissions. Any questions, issues, or problems, contact me as soon as possible. You can message me at 804-229-7993. You can certainly use your your Halo inbox or message box. Those are the 2 quickest ways to get a hold of me. You can certainly use GCU email. If I'm in my office hours, by the way, are 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Wednesday and Friday, I'm in and out. Those are my flex hours. But if I'm in my office and you message me, I can usually respond to you right away, or at least within a few minutes or 30 minutes. If you hit me up by email, it may take me a number of hours, maybe even 24 hours to respond to you. So if you need something right away, message me directly or use your Halo inbox, okay? That is the down and dirty of your first week. Someone asked me already if there would be PowerPoint presentations to go along with these lessons. Some of the lessons I do have slide presentations for you, and I'll post those as we go along. Some of the early basic stuff like the biochemistry stuff and cell structure and function, I never have posted, but I have some general biology presentations that I'll dig up and post those for you. All right. All right. Let me know what's going on. Have a great first week, and I look forward to reading your introductions.